born and bred in Launceston, and lived here for quite a few years in Launceston. Then we eventually left Launceston, went down to Hobart, in Hobart for quite a few years. Then a few years back in Avondale, and back in Launceston again, then back down the river here to Sidmouth. I was on our family farm then, and I used to do a lot of snow skiing then. So that was when I used to go overseas a fair bit. New Zealand, Switzerland, France, Austria, and have a lot of fun over there. Skiing off-piste, black runs. While we were on the farm, we had our hunts every Sunday with the Northern Hunt Club. They were quite interesting. We'd have a heap of riders there, all dressed up in our red coats and boots on with hounds, and running around the countryside, stopping and having a slug of whiskey out of your jacket pocket to stay warm. It was always a wintertime thing. No foxes in Tasmania. Some people think there is, but even the government department thought there was for a while. But no, we used a scented possum skin with aniseed. Aniseed is an essential oil that I used to produce off the farm. We had a old number 5 loco and used to grow a bit of fennel and run it through our still and come out with the aniseed oil. Yeah, so we spent a few years mucking around with penny farthings and Avondale, and travelling to South Australia, doing that over there. Well, my mother started all that, so therefore I had to race one, didn't I? Probably before the penny farthing started, my mother had an antique shop out there, and I ended up going into partnership with her and getting right into restoring antiques and things, which I enjoyed immensely. And yeah, go out there and play around. My mother had a big house out there, Fall Grove, which was a nice spot. And across the road from that's the Avondale Showground, which the Avondale Market's in now. Well, she started that as well. I've met an Indian fellow, Roy, and he's a very interesting fellow, ex-chef from Dubai. And I stumbled across him accidentally one day, and we got on really well. And he's got the most amazing collection of hue and pine driftwood I've ever seen, private collection. And he polishes these things up and turns them into pieces of hue and pine that are worth probably $12,000-15,000. And he has asked me to polish one up for him too, so I'm just getting ready for that. Hours of sanding and being careful and looking at it and thinking, gee, what does it really look like? We've got a big fish farm around the corner in Longreach that I helped start up with a couple of good old friends of mine. And while I was working on the fish farm for them, I was living in the area renting, and I thought, well, I'm going to have to buy something down here. It's just too nice to leave. So needless to say, I was lucky enough to find this place. And all the neighbours come around here every Friday night for a beer. Perfect, living in paradise.